The villain as the sympathetic main character. Rarely attempted, and in my opinion, that is because it is rarely effective. But I think that Stephen Graham Jones does just that, what feels like impossible, in I Was a Teenage Slasher, one of the more unique novels I've recently read. I think he's effective in doing that because of how deliberate and intricately plotted the way in which the groundwork is laid is just so effective when it comes to that recipe in this book. It is a normal 1980s summer in West Texas. It is the summer before senior year for our main character Tolly and his best friend Amber. Despite it being almost the end of high school for them, they still remain outcasts among their peers. But everything that they could have possibly imagined soon changes on one night during the summer. There's a party going on, and our main character Tolly has a pretty hateful, malicious prank played on him. And after a series of very unfortunate, unexpected events occur, he is essentially cursed to become a slasher. And as a result, he is placed on this path to become a villain of 1980s West Texas. What ensues is this almost autobiography-esque presentation of a first-person story from Tolly's perspective, where he is pretty much confessing and talking through what it feels like, what it was like, what he did as he saw himself transform into the villain of his own life, into a slasher. Again, I think this is only effective because Jones goes so far as to show us what Tolly's social standing is in this community, what his friendship with Amber is like, precautions he takes, and the care and concern that he has as he recognizes what is happening to him. Without doing all of that, this book would not have worked, but because it does, it feels almost incredible and unbelievable as you find yourself sympathizing with the person responsible for so many terrible things that end up happening in this book. Pacing is deliberate, it's effective, and I found myself questioning the reality of what was actually going on from Tolly's perspective. It is extremely disorienting, hard to predict what will happen next, and the sort of internal conflict, the tug and pull of Tolly's self in this new personality, personhood in general version of himself that is manifesting as a slasher, that inner conflict that obviously manifests as an external conflict before him, is what makes this book so incredibly good. Kudos to Stephen Graham Jones for yet another awesome book. It is such a singular one that I think a ton of horror and slasher fans will definitely enjoy.